Dude, I hate this already.
It's live, no delay, there's no like buttons.
Okay, welcome to round one. We have Brian running Asuryani, and we have Cody running Drukhari. So, gentlemen, good luck. And we are using player place terrain, so.
Adam, really quick, before this comes up in like the rest of my games, so these don't have a rule that they have to be any amount of inches away from terrain when they're placed down, because I place them during deployment. Correct. So how are we doing it for you? Because I know there's places that do like you have to be at least 3 inches away or whatever it is.
What's it called? The purposes of the terrain in the player optimized pack, the way fortifications work is that you actually put your fortification down before the terrain is in place for a measurement of where you want it. After that, once the game starts, you keep it there, but that counts as your first drop in your turn.
So it still has to be 3 inches away from...
It follows all the regular rules after that, but for the purposes of player optimized, you get to place it essentially first.
Alright.
Yeah. But it doesn't count as a terrain piece for like how other people drop their stuff. So you don't have to be 4 inches away from it, you don't have to be X amount of inches from the edge, etc. It will follow those rules.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure
So that way, you can put it here in like the middle because it doesn't have to be in your deployment zone because it ignores it. But it also stops you from being able to push in at like 4 inches or so because you put a thing there.
Yeah, for sure.
So there you go.
Appreciate it. Yep. Alright, well, you want me to go over my list for you?
Sure, man.
Alright, so I just have a single battalion of craft world. It's a custom craft world, so it's going to be Hail of Doom and then Warding Runes for the 2 trades. So Hail of Doom is 6s to hit with any of my shuriken weapons count as they automatically wound. So I don't have to roll a wound for them, and they count as a 6 to wound for the purposes of like the wound roll. So it'll trigger all of my shuriken. I mean, it's not anymore. You have minimal sense on everything. So it'll trigger the AP3 or AP4 or whatever, depending on what I'm shooting. Warding Runes gives me a 6-up mortal save on all of my units, and then I have a 5-up Feel No Pain against mortal wounds. The Avatar does not benefit from the craft save. So he doesn't get, he already has an mortal save, but he doesn't get the 5-up Feel No Pain against mortal. And then, so for the HQs I have Avatar, he's the old 4-dual one. He's kind of beefy. He's got a 2-up armor save. He's tough with 8. He's got like 12 or 14 wounds. I'll double check that for you. Yeah, he's a beast sick in combat, and he does his thing. I have 3 other characters. One is a what the hell is it called? Warlock Skyrunner, which is gonna be this guy here. He doesn't go in like a forced organization slot because I have parts here. But he has Protect and Jinx for his psychic powers. It's 1 power. I can cast either or. And they count as different powers, so I can spend a stratagem if I wanted to cast an additional power with them, so I can cast the other power. So Protect is I can either I pick one of my units and give them +1 armor save, and then Jinx is I pick one of your units and give them -1 armor save. But it doesn't affect invulnerable saves anymore, so in this matchup, not super useful. So probably Protect every turn on casting. He also has Smite because he also has the Phoenix Gem, which is a relic. So when he dies, at the end of the phase, he stands back up with D3 wounds on him. I have a Forestier Skyrunner, which is this guy here. He has, I gave him Doom, and I think I gave him Ghost Walk for his powers. I'll double check that for you. Forestier Skyrunner, yeah, he has Doom and Ghost Walk. So Doom, I pick one of your units. All of my core and characters can reroll wounds against that particular thing. And then Ghost Walk is I pick one of my units, and then they get +2 charge. So when I come out of Deep Strike, I don't know if you've played against Craft Worlds before.
First time.
Okay. So I have like Miracle Dice type stuff. Yeah, Strands of Fate, exactly. Yeah. So I can use like one of the dice just makes a 6, and then I can use the power to +2, so it's already an 8, and then when I plus whatever I roll, so like a 9-inch charge is guaranteed, which is ludicrous.
Yeah.
But
it's sick though.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that too.
And then I have another Forestier who is and then this guy has a relic as well, which is going to be Sunstorm. So he's Obsec, and then he can move 20 inches. And then when he advances, he goes 26. So he can move really fast in his Obsec, so just keep that in mind, I guess. So he's got Twin Shuriken Catapult. So 4 shots each from these guys. And like I said, all of my stuff is shuriken basically because of my thing that auto wound on 6s. This is my warlord, actually just another Farseer on foot. She has Guide and Fortune. So Guides, I select one of my core or character units, and then they can reroll hits. And then that's both shooting and combat. And then her other one is Fortune. Selecting one of my core or character units, they get a 5-up kill advantage. So generally, probably on the avatar if he's on the table, just because that makes it a lot more beefy, or you know, like Wraith or something like that. So that's my 4 characters that I have. I have 3 troop units. I have a 5-man ranger squad. They do have the wildly net. I think that's whichever one. It's when I'm declared as a charge target once per game, I can, on a 2-up, you take D3 mortal wounds, and then your -2 charge. The -2 charge happens regardless, but the 2-up is for the D3 mortal wounds. There's a little bit of utility. I have 2 squads of 10 Guardians, which are the white guys here. All of them have the shuriken catapults. They're 2 shots each, so it's 20 shots from the 10 guys. These guys are snipers, so they can shoot characters that do mortal wounds on 6s. And then they're not shuriken though, so 6s they hit don't count as auto wounds. But I do have like the miracle dice, the Strength of Fate, where I can do like, here's a 6 wound. It's also a mortal wound because it's snipers kind of thing. So that's all my troops. I have 2 10-man Dire Avenger units. They have no upgrades. The Exarch has 2 Dire Avenger catapults, or shuriken catapults. So he's got 6 shots for the sergeant. Everybody else has 3 because they're like an upgraded version of the catapults. So the squad of 10 puts out 33 shots, and there's 2 squads of 10. I have 2 5-man Wind Rider squads. They just have their twin shuriken catapults. So the 5-man squad puts out 20 shots. It's all shuriken. It's kind of a theme here. And then I have 2 Wraith Lords. They have 2 shuriken cannons each. So 6 shots from the shuriken cannons, 2 shuriken catapults, so 4 more shots of shuriken catapults. And then the Ghost Sword, which is just a melee weapon. It's got a sweep profile, and then it's, does a bunch of damage. So there's 2 of them, exactly the same, and then 2 Wave Serpents with 2 shuriken cannons and a twin shuriken catapult, so 10 shots total from each of these, and then a Night Spinner, which is 2d6 shots of blast, ignores line of sight, strength 7, AP 2 damage. These can't get rerolls anymore. Well, actually, that's not true. So this guy can get rerolls. It's a stratagem with the Rangers. The Rangers have to be within 12 inches of you. Spend a command point, and I can get this guy rerolls to hit, but there's no other way that my vehicles can get rerolls. So it's only that stratagem. So if you kill them, that's it. Trying to think of what else I have. All of the Guardians, to include the Wind Riders, because they do have the same kind of Guardian ability. If you're on an objective and I'm shooting at you, I roll 1 to hit, just naturally. Which is kind of cool. The Dire Avengers, they can do actions and still shoot. Everything has battle focus except for like the Wraith Lords and the Avatar and stuff, and the vehicles obviously. So after I shoot, as long as I did not advance or fall back, I can roll a d6 and I can move that many inches. The Rangers do have a stratagem, you just move 6 inches automatically. Just move 6 inches automatically. And then there's, if I'm inside of terrain or touching a piece of terrain, it's -3 to whatever I roll. So just that minus was. Everything's pretty mobile. I still do have the 2 CP strap for Fire and Fade, just like you have never stationary. That doesn't get affected by the terrain. And then the Web Gate, I assume you don't play against this yet. Okay, so I was asking him earlier about like how it's played because it's kind of weird, and I've seen a lot of people play it, or a lot of tournaments play it different ways. So as he said, I'll put it before we start placing terrain and then place terrain around it, but there's no restriction on how far away it has to be from anything, from what he said. So anyways, I can put stuff in strategic reserve, and specifically with strategic reserve, not like Webway Strike, which is like actual deep strike stuff. Specifically strategic reserve, they can come out of the gate instead of coming out of the board edge. And I can come out within 9 inches of you, and if you're within a certain range of this, I can actually be in combat and counter-charging, which is pretty spicy. I have to be wholly within 6 inches of both of the arches though, and these have to start within 3 inches of each other. So it eventually, or essentially, when I place them, it'll look something like this, and I have to be within 6 inches of both arches when they come out. So it's basically just kind of like the little center area. So it's kind of whatever, but it is something to keep in mind. I do have a secondary that plays around this thing. I don't know if I'll take it, probably not, because it's super fast, but Yeah, man. But like I said, specifically strategic reserve, I do have some good play stuff that I can put stuff into reserve.
Yeah.
And then also when I put stuff into reserve, just normally with the stratagem, it halves the cost rounded down. So if it's 3 command points normally, it only costs me 1 command point. If it's 2 command points, it costs me 1. If it's 1 command point, it's free, basically.
Okay.
Because half rounding down is 0. But anything can go inside of it. Cool. So there's no restriction on like I can put a wave serpent inside of it if I wanted to.
That's cool. All right.
I won't do that because that's not gonna
It's still cool.
Yeah,
Still
but,
cool.
Right.
For sure.
But yeah, man, that's me, dog. So
Perfect. Okay. Mine's nothing too crazy. I mean, the Archon with the Drukhari, Cabal, the Black card. I got the Court, so 4 cells, 4 Urgos. Honestly, it's pretty much everything you've seen before.
yeah, it was really similar to the last one. They give the same like the Hellion,
Yeah.
2 5-mans, right? Yeah.
I took your advice. Well, the Hellions are 2x7 this time. I took your advice about more MSU.
Yeah.
I got two squads of 5 grotesques. Artist of the Flesh still, so not -1 damage versus the Strength 8. But I think it's still pretty good. That's pretty much it. I got 15 racks all MSU, so 3x5. Same with the Witches, 3x5.
Yeah, when you got 3 Raiders, I think, right?
3 Raiders.
All with the Darkness, right?
Correct. So the Homunculus does have the Helm of Spite, so you can get a deny. And then of course the Archon has the Animus Vitae. The Succubus, she's the what is it? She's like the upgraded one, but she just has a triptych whip. She doesn't have anything else. She's just a blunderbuss with the triptych. That's honestly pretty much it, man. Like I said, no frills.
So for your helmet spikes, I know at perils if you deny, the Farseers never suffer perils.
That's tight.
But the Warlock does.
Okay.
So if you deny him, he's only got 3 wounds too. So he could probably he will for sure
May
die.
or may not
yeah,
die.
For sure, guaranteed. That's why he's got the feeding gem.
Yeah.
Because when he dies, he's got to get back up.
That's sick.
I've lost him way too many times to perils.
Yeah.
But yeah, so before I spent command points for like strategic reserve, I'll have 11 CP, like I said. But also, obviously, put stuff in reserve, so it's less. But, yeah. So, but anyways, if you have any questions, well, obviously.
Absolutely.
Oh, and then for the Strands of Fate, because I have 2 Farseers, I can reroll 2 dice, but I can still only ever keep 4. So that way it's good.
Okay. Sound good to me.
And then for these, well, I guess what it is, but you just want to touch the wall for these ones, and then these have a base and be on the base.
You said touch the wall for sight, right?
Yeah, well, these I think are solid. There's no windows.
Okay, so it's just straight up.
Yeah, but
minus.
I meant like to get coverage, like touch the wall instead of like being in the middle. Or unless you want to play like
Okay, and then you said for terrain you just want to do bases, or do you want to
because they got a
this
base.
there's I know there's this little L right here. I'm not sure for you.
I mean I don't really care.
Cool. Good with me, man.
So do you want the L or do you want just the base?
Take the base.
That's cool.
Sounds
Still
good to
good.
me.
Still good. And then are we doing Asuryani forests or no?
I'm not a TO, so ask me.
Are we doing Asuryani forests like FLG forest or no?
Scaring forests are in effect.
Cool.
So you essentially have 3 ruin types, and then you have 2 crates, and then those are ruined walls.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So not Asuryani, just
Correct. And we are counting these ones as completely blocked off, no line of sight view.
Because even one's missing here, it's supposed to be in there.
Because their intent on their print is for all those as their standardized terrain to be completely blocked off ruined.
Cool. Sounds good. Alright.
And make sure, guys, on stream, always roll in the tray. Gets in their stream.
I roll a ton of dice.
That's fine.
That will not fit that tray.
How much dice?
A lot. Like 33 minimum. You're re-rolling everything.
Okay.
With like exploding 6s and.
Okay, but it's okay. It's fine. You can make it work.
I'll do my best.
Do it in batches, man.
What mission are we starting on?
11 through 23.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just
In order. So that way I don't have to think to myself what mission it is. I just have what round it is, that mission. Think of it like this. Mission 1 is day 1, round 1, 1-1, 11. Day 1, round 2, mission 12. Day 1,
Keep it nice and simple.
and then next day is day 2, round 1, mission 21. I never thought of it before, but I like that.
Okay. How many characters do you have again? My bad, man.
5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 4 characters. 4 characters. You're Brian. I am Brian. Yeah. Alright. you want to set up these objectives really quick, and then we can do attack and defender and all that stuff?
I'll be back.
Attacker, defender. I just tried to make sure. Mission. Alright. Recover the relics, huh? Okay, 6 objective, hold room, hold. So 12 inches, complete, 12 is 10.
And guys, just over here, there are a couple wires. I taped them down, but just I try not to kick the stands.
Try not to kick it. Alright.
I'll do my best, but no promises, you know.
Yeah.
I can't promise when I get angry that I won't kick it.
And I did everything I could to try and level the table in the middle, but
Yeah, that's all I could. Yeah, so it's going to be 10 inches off of this one here, and then 22. These are really close together. Oh, no. 20 is 10. How you been, man? I haven't played you in forever.
Been good, man. How about you?
Not too bad, brother.
Yeah, I just moved back here from SoCal.
Yeah, you were living in Soho, but I haven't seen you.
Yeah, but I didn't really get a chance to play anybody or anything. I was just busy with work and stuff.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
So it's just nice to just be back playing some game.
Yeah, I totally feel you.
Oh, did you? My bad.
No, you're good, bro. I got that one already. I think, right? 10 inches? Yeah. You're not gonna take the dive into Craft Worlds?
I want to, man. You know what's crazy? Like, when I saw that you accepted the request, I was going to ask you about it because I really want to get into it.
Dude, it's super dope, man.
Yeah, I love the scheme, man. It's so sick.
Yeah, appreciate it. So the army is weirdly, it's actually kind of, it's not very hard to play, but it's so like punishing because everything dies. Like you played Dark, everything dies so easily. It's like, oh man, I was out of position with my thing, and now it's my whole army's dead, crazy.
Yeah.
And I've only played a few games with the Codex, and pretty much every game has been against Tau. So I'm like, I'm tabled by turn 2, and I'm like, this is kind of great.
Yeah, I was worried about Tau, so I was like, oh, I'm playing Brian. Okay, so it'll be a fun one, turn 1, and then we'll see how it goes after that.
So I guess we have attacker, defender.
Yeah, I'll have to remember this. I will remember to roll in the dice box.
it's just so people
See what the rolls are and everything.
Yeah. Alrighty. Do you want to attacker, defender it up?
Yes, sir.
So I got this sick. That's a good start. Alrighty, so you can choose attacker, defender.
Who places the first one again?
Defender places. So defender selects their deployment zone, places the first position rank.
And
then also starts deploying their models.
go ahead and take defender. I'll take attack.
Oh, and then for this mission, we only get the CP for the start of the turn if you control one objective in your opponent's territory or in no man's land. So turn 1, you don't get CP unless you're in no man's land.
Yeah, like a fort. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then the secondary for this one.
This is the killy one, right?
Yeah, you get 1 point for every unit you kill.
Nice.
Up to 3.
It's just gonna be a bloodbath, man.
Yeah,
or what?
apparently. What a matchup. Just a bloodbath.
Right? Dude, how do you feel about the what is it? The Reapers, the Dark Reapers?
Oh man, I'm so sad about them.
Yeah.
I love my Dark Reapers. Like last time we played, I had all the Dark Reapers. Yeah. I'm so sad about them.
So sad. I think they look cool though.
They're super sick models, yeah, for sure. Like I want to get them just to add them to the army, but I probably won't play them because unless they they move and shoot, they don't have battle focus either, so they can't even like move after they shoot.
Yeah.
They take the -1 to hit now. Like
It's so rough.
yeah, it's rough.
Got cooked.
Yeah. You want to attack the defender?
No, my bad. Attack.
Oh, okay.
Attack.
I guess so. This is first, right? Adam? That's what we said. This goes first. As like. Yep. Alright, let's and this has to be 12 off the your defense zone, which is 18. 40. No, 30.
Yeah,
30.
yeah, past 30.
I was like, that 40 seems a little crazy to it. But,
We just got the 2 ruins, the ruins in that, right?
Yeah, you're good. They're Ogren, or not Ogren, the fucking Skaven, the Skaven rat ogre guys, or with Storm Vermin. Yeah, I would use them for obliterators too, but in my chaos army, I wanted to, but I don't even like obliterators anymore. But yeah, no, you're good, man.
Cool.
You look nice. It takes me the RGW watch.
Exactly.
where's my gate there?
Okay.
So, who's defender? You place your first turn.
Oh, and to that too?
That is not your first placement. That is just
Oh,
knowing
it's
where
just-
you're going to put it.
Ah.
But it counts as your first placement in deployment.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good enough.
Now you know what that is. Now you follow all the rest of your regular restrictions for fortifications.
Sweet. You're my hero, Adam, you know?
I know the rules. I don't know how, but you think with how much weed I smoke, I would have a lot less memory of these things. You guys aren't on my side. Things aren't going yet, right? Yeah.
No.
Dude, I'm gonna have to stop myself from like cussing this whole time. I'm gonna. So this is not one of these big ones, so it just has to be far away from everything else, but it also does not obscure. I think is what he was saying. So I think this is probably the biggest piece. Oh, this is the Force of Series. I think we have a lot of terrain on this table. Kind of like
So we got like what, 2 ruins, 1 of these, and then 2.
2 crates and a forest.
forest?
Seems like a lot of terrain.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
I like
I'm sure you do. Let's. Man, I really want to figure out how I'm going to play some of this stuff. I don't want a forge right smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
That seems real bad for my indirect. So I didn't upgrade it to ignore modifiers, which I probably should have. So let's do this. This seems like the easiest thing to do. Can you measure 4 off the edge?
Yeah, you're good.
I want to be like,
It's, you guys still got a little
yeah,
bit
I
more.
want to be as close because I want as much room as I can.
Just like that.
Yeah, something like that. Cool. Let me make sure I'm still not over the halfway point.
Yeah, I'm going to BAL every 3 orders.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Cool. So that's my first 2 stats on the post.
Nice. Yeah. What are you doing to me, sir? And then, do I have to? Is there anything I need to
Nope, you
obey
can,
for that?
you can go right up to it if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, so we,
And then, can you get me on 4 on that too?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You can go further up if you want to. I don't know that you want to go further, or you have a little bit more if you wanted. And then just remember, I can come out of this, right? So I can come out into the building if you wanted to stay.
Most of your stuff is, you have a lot of like flyers, things like that.
So yeah, the bikes are super quick. They move 22 if I wanted to. I have these down focus, so I don't care about like advancing things.
Yeah.
I'll double check that though.
And then, my bad, did you say you could come on the other side of this based on your...
Yeah, so I mean, I come out within 6 of both arches, which is like there, essentially. But remember, I can still charge when I come out.
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
But I'm saying like you don't want me to essentially just be able to touch the wall because then I can just straight through.
Yeah.
More or less what I'm trying to get at. So right now I can come out and be touching the wall, but you can't also be on
The objective.
this here. Yeah. So it's either here or here. I don't know which is.
That's tough right there.
Yeah.
And then they said that this is closed or not?
So this is obscuring, but if
Okay,
you're touching
cool.
it, the window still exists. This is the only one that's closed, like indefinitely.
Okay.
Even if you're touching, or even if there's windows on it.
Alright. Yeah. That's tough right there, man.
Yeah, because my 6 from both is there, but I mean I can come out and touch with like all my stuff.
That's what it's like. I want to avoid it, but since it's right there, it's like I don't think I can. I'd have to like move it like further back, right? Why don't I just like start right there? How far does it have to be? From here? Is that
It's just 1 to 2.
like? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll take that.
But remember, this one does not obscure.
Yeah, it's just line of sight, right?
Just line of sight, yeah.
Yeah. I'll take it.
So like your sails for your boats, if I can see over the top of it, I can shoot them. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I think I'll put a forest here actually. I'm gonna do something like this.
Right now, I'm waiting on.
Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. So that'll be my next one.
How far does it have to be away from that? 6 inches?
6 inches from the big ones, and then just 4 inches off of these things. Before it's just 4 inches, and then and remember you can't be on that.
On the actual
center.
yeah. Man, that's a tough position right there, man. Really should have picked the finger. All right, so let's see
No, did not fuck that up. There's labels on both ends, I promise. It's a lot of work. It's very tedious.
how far from this? You say 4?
Yeah, just 4 for that one. 'Cause
Okay.
it's not like a big ruins.
Yeah.
This is at the Byron Airport. We had to redirect their fiber and their telephone
Yep.
cable.
Yeah.
Is these? Oh, they're not attached. Dang it.
Conduit because they're building in the hangar. And they didn't want that, you can't build it over the hangar.
So we're just gonna force right
Stop the
there.
terminal from working, which obviously you're getting fucking terminal working.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, no one's getting in and out.
Put a force there. You may make sure. That's fine. Yep.
Terrain.
There is a lot of terminals there. I remember this one obscures too.
Yeah.
And it still is a forest for all senses.
For sure. Six. We have some barrels too.
Well, normally a wireless operator might be there being tuned, so it's not clear there. Because if I wasn't there, I think I'll pick up the stuff that goes. It's normally a wireless operator, but this also means that issues with batteries and it's not ideal. But, you know, it's, they're going to give me an issue here. I'm not going to be able to issues out.
So this has to be 4 inches from the edge. 4 inches from this too?
Yeah, 4 inches from that too.
Yeah,
Rotate it.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. You just gotta pull off here.
it looks good on the YouTube.
Right here.
Check out.
If you wanted it there.
I always check out the sound in the picture.
I think I might have to move it up a little bit. Oh.
Yeah, because I
Yep.
Okay. This. And I know they can come in, but
Well, at least it gives me mine to the charts. If
Yeah.
I come into it at 22,
Yeah, we got
which is no bueno.
yeah. Pot's hard, man. It's been a while since I've had to do it. I'm like, oh man.
I don't know what this guy's doing. He doesn't really have like a job here.
because we were multi-streaming. They came like,
This doesn't do much. Like, give you stuff right behind. I don't think it'll fit here. That's not gonna fit. Alright, it's gonna have to go in a corner somewhere. So I'll just do It's not a good placement. In fact, I don't like it.
we were staying over at the
It's 4 off of this. 4 off of the Alright, I guess this is where he goes. I don't like it, but actually, do you mind if I put it on the other side, actually?
Oh yeah, go ahead, man. No,
Less off the other. That makes way more sense. This one makes way more sense. This is where he's gonna go. I'm decided. I've decided. That's it.
Also, yeah. I don't even know if I was supposed to. I was just measuring this out, so
It's just four.
four for us. Yeah.
Four,
and
four,
then
four.
6 from the
No,
exterior.
4.
Oh, I thought it was 'cause
The only time it matters is if it's like a big ruined space. But like the forest is still only 4 inches because there's no forest. The little one, because it's not like a big over 5 inch ruin kind of thing, it's still like 8 inches.
Oh,
it's
do you mind if I like this?
Yeah, go for it. You might actually be able to get the corner on it if you want. I don't know if you want to do it. Maybe. I don't know.
If it works like that, I would love that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Because it's
appreciate
definitely
you,
not
man.
6.
Yeah. Does this like little cutout count to move it back?
Yeah, it's just like the base, right? So just follow it.
No, I got you. I'm gonna finagle it, but that's where it's gonna go.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to scoop the forest up too, like I don't care. You want to make it work. For sure. Just make sure this isn't over.
Yeah, it doesn't make a huge,
Yeah, man, it's not huge.
huge move.
Look, man, I'm not here to.
Yeah.
We played before, you know.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying.
I got you.
We just got crates. I think probably put a crate here. Do you want to put them both down as one or like individual pieces?
No, I wouldn't be opposed to either. I need to think less, so I hope we can.
Let's both at the same time, I guess. Makes it easy. Back them how you want them.
Right? It's like it's either like a
Click over here, V,
some
or
stack,
it's like
some Legos.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fit there for sure. All right, we're doing this.
Yeah,
I've decided. I don't know what else.
I,
Oh, dude, these like slot in the bottom. There's like little ridges on these crates on the top.
I like it.
Like slot. That's tight.
Ooh, that's kind of clean right there.
That's tight. I like it. I dig it.
Terrain. They always do it right with the terrain.
Yeah, that's dope. I dig it. All right, man. Deployment. So, or that's terrain. So secondaries and then deployment.
Right?
Okay, I have exactly one.
Yeah, that's just okay.
Maybe instead of using one of the two hero, just and kills Bell all of us. Well, that was one of the two my losses out of
Right.
so it's like, damn, it was really just a dice game at that point, you know?
Did you guys get your secondaries?
Oh, we're doing it right now.
I have mine. I'm just gonna do engage, rod or R&D, and then take them alive.
Take them alive.
So that one
Drukhari
is,
one?
That's
yeah,
the melee Drukhari one,
Yeah.
Get kills in melee, basically.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like a souped-up assassin, right? Because you get 3 for killing a character, 1 for killing a unit.
Yeah, it's really good. Especially if you got the melee output, which, I mean, you got Incubi, I believe, right?
Yeah, Incubi, Hellions.
Talos, you got Bandits on Talos.
I didn't bring paint engines because I wasn't sure how I
Oh,
felt
that's
about
right, they're
them.
grotesque.
Yeah, the brats. I mean, they're buff boys. They're engines, like not paint engines. Oh yeah,
Even better.
Yeah.
They hit hard against Talos.
yeah. I'm feeling it.
Just FYI, guys, you're about 18 minutes in the round, so
I got
if
you.
you want to get back on time, take quick moves in that first round. You should get back on time.
You said take them alive as your second or your last one?
Yeah, and that's just like you said. It's just melee. So 3 for killing a character or monster in melee, and then 1 for killing just a regular unit.
And take them alive?
Take them alive, yes sir.
And then we basically have the same ones. It's just R&D for me, mental interrogate, and then engage.
Is that what we're talking about? Is it you are R&D?
R&D, mental interrogate, and then engage.
Yeah, just let me know when you swarm, and just let me know when you spend CPs, and we're good.
Good. Alrighty. So I get the first. This counts as my first drop. So that's my first drop.
Okay. So
Oh, reserves actually. We gotta do reserves first.
reserves, yeah.
Yeah, and then transfer. So I have my 2 Guardian squads, the 2 10-mans inside of the Wave Serpents.
Okay.
I have the 2 Dire Avengers and the Avatar. Or sorry, 2 Dire Avengers are going to go into Strategic Reserve, and then the Avatar will spend 1 command point to deep strike. Not Strategic Reserve. decent.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1 CP. That I spent so far.
Okay.
So I'm down to 10. So I spent 1 so far.
For sure.
So you're down to 10?
Down to 10. Oh, and then the Warlord trait on my Warlord, I think I told you, I can regen CP on 6s.
Yeah.
Not this, obviously, but when we start playing.
Okay. I'm gonna spend just 1 CP. What is it? It's like well, so basically I just put an infantry in the air, so I'm just gonna put a squad of 5 witches in the air, so 9 to 8 CP. And then so 1 raider, the 1 raider has grizzly trophies, just 1. That's gonna have the 10 incubi and the Drukhari. 1 raider has 2 squads of witches and the succubus, and then the last raider has 5 incubi and 5 rats.
And you don't have the Vitae, right? The Animus Vitae?
I'm sorry, that's what I missed. The Archon has the Animus Vitae. Oh, and so for the drugs, everybody has the strength drug except for the succubus.
Extra attacks on her?
Yeah, she just got the extra attack, but everybody else, even the Hellions, because I just want to try it out. We're gonna have some fun.
I dig the +1 strength on Hellions, but I also like the +1 toughness.
Me
Toughness
too.
5 Hellions is super dope, man.
I know I did that last time, and like it was cool then. I just feel like everything's so tough now that it's just hard to compete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I totally. Alright, so for mine, I can't put stuff inside of them like I like to do, so I'm just going to put them next to the guys to show that they're inside of them.
And do you have a base where you can check here?
CP, it's right here. My bad. Let me.
That way I can always just check too, so I'm making sure.
Yeah,
I can get a.
Yeah, I
easier-
saw yours. That's why I was like, perfect.
I'll put it over here. So you're up next with drops.
Drukhari here. So.
That should be the only thing I have.
Oh, that's right. This is that special one, huh?
No, you have to hold no man's land.
Hold an objective no man's land, yes. Yeah, so unless you have forward deploy,
Seems like a job for Rangers.
unless you have forward deployment, you're nervous.
I just picked these up.
There's 5 racks right there.
Crazy. Who would have thought that this was going to go back here? Got the Night Spinner.
So I know that they can come through, right? I just want to see what the line. I should have gotten a red dot, but I just want to see what kind of, just like what your range can be shooting at this obscurity. Perfect. Okay.
So what you looking for?
Can you put any? I'm basically just seeing if there's any units that you can put like here that can
Oh,
shoot
so I
me
can
if
come
I put.
out through here, right?
Those, yeah, those would be the only ones, right?
Right, yeah. So from back here, I don't think I can. Even if I'm inside, maybe. I have like a weird angle here.
Okay.
If I'm inside, I can. But I don't have like super long range guns. Most things like 18 inches, 24 like max. Except for the him, who doesn't care. I just realized I put a forest right in front of my dude that didn't want to take a forest. I'm pretty good.
I'm feeling it. But yeah,
So maybe there's no forest over here.
yeah, I'm not gonna move yet.
This is our court.
Yeah.
Do you have any characters starting on the table?
Any characters on the table? Not yet. Oh, on the starting on the
Starting
table? The Archon will be on the table.
And that's the one with the Vitae or the one without the spikes?
One with the Vitae.
Okay, so we'll do a Wraith Lord. Yeah, we'll do a Wraith Lord there. Actually, I'm gonna no, I'll play Battle. He's not touching, so he's still scared. And then
Just Archon right here. I did 3 of the slits.
actually, we have 18 inches. I should probably actually measure my flight time. Measure very well. So we're gonna put this guy here.
How are those guys in combat?
They're pretty good. So the sweep gives them like 10 attacks or something. Otherwise, they have like 5. And if it's the 5 attacks, it's D3 plus 3 or D6 plus 3. But the sweep is 2 damage, it's 25. So they can have 10 or 5 attacks. And they are 4, so they can get by like max power and stuff.
Yeah, we're.
Alright, another one down, whatever you're ready.
Oh, and the homunculus.
On the table.
Yeah, if that changes, what
No, it's
you
cool.
got?
I haven't put any of my characters on. I was just probably my mental target.
For sure.
I think I have like 96 boss hunters. I only have like 20 boss hunters. Well, I wanted to try out the
I got my bikes down.
Yeah.
Like bears, yeah. No, dude, I've got so many. I've ran into these guys. I almost